Welcome to Internet Quality Academy. The channel is for the quality control engineer, site engineer, and the civil engineer who are working in the construction field. In this channel, we are dealing with anything and everything which is required to get success in the construction. Today also, I'm going to discuss about a very important topics of the construction. That is, what is the silt content of the sand? What is silt content and why it is important to know about the silt content? What is the percentage of silt present in the sand, and how to determine as per Indian standard. In this video, we are discussing each and everything. So stay tuned until the end to get the full information. And if you are new in my channel, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notification. So without wasting time, let's jump into the subject, that silt content of sand. So we know that sand is a very important material, construction material for our projects. It is being used in the construction, in the concrete preparation of concrete, mortar, in block work, plaster, tiling work. So it is used in each and every area of construction. So that is why the quality of the sand to be measured very precisely in order to get the right kind of product. Otherwise, there will be strength variation, there will be cracks in the wall. So we need to, in order to get that one, we need to know the silt content as well for the sand, because it has the detrimental effect on the product quality. So that is why we need to know the silt content. First, we need to know what is the silt content of the sand. See, silt content in sand refers to the proportion of the finer particles finer than 75 microns that are present within the sand. Silt particles are typically finer than sand particles and can significantly affect the quality of strength of the concrete if present in excessive amount. So it is basically the finer particles of the 75 microns. All we know that if it is a finer than 75, it's like a dust or this like a sickle. So it is called whatever the percentage of finer particle finer than 75 microns is available on the sand, that is the silt content. It has how it is coming, because of the sand we are getting it's from the natural sources. So when sand is sourced from a river bed, it is often contain impurities like silt and clay. If the silt content is too high, it can lead to weaker concrete because the finer silt particles can coat the sand particles, reducing the bonding capacity of the cement. So it is the against the bonding properties of the cement. And also, if the final particle is there, when if you are using on the plaster, then again there will it will be cracked. So it has a detrimental effect on the quality of the end product, that is concrete, plaster, block work, whatever. So what is silt content? That is a finer particle finer than 75 micron present in the same sand as a form of silt or clay. That is called the silt content, and it should be measured whenever the river sweat sand has arrived at the site, in order to know the what is my silt content. If it is more than the required limit, then again it has to wash and again it has to sieve. So there is a procedure. So in order to get the right kind of product, whether it is a concrete, block work, plaster, whatever, we need to know first the silt content. So what is silt content? That we already understand, that is the finer particle finer than 75 micron present in the sand is called the silt. The next is why it is important to know silt content. Why I am wasting my time, energy, everything to know the silt content? Yes, it has a detrimental effect on the concrete surface or any other product. Then affects concrete strength. High silt content can weaken concrete, as silt reduces the strength and durability of the concrete by preventing proper bonding between cement and aggregate. So what is happening in the concrete? The cement is a act as a binder and make a hardened paste. So if the silt content is more, these bonding become weaker, and if the bonding is become weaker, then it has effect on the strength. We are not getting the strength whatever we planned or whatever we desired, because the silt content is high in the sand. That is why it is important to know the silt content before it is using in the site. Then affects water demand. Sand with higher silt content require more water to achieve the desired workability, which can lead to increased water cement ratio and therefore reduce concrete strength. So it is has the more demand of water for the workability, but whenever it is the water is increasing, again it has the free water will be more inside the concrete, and again it will affect on the concrete strength. Then reduces durability. Excessive silt content can lead to shrinkage, cracks, reduces the lifespans of the concrete structure. So if the silt content is more, then it is the detrimental effect on the durability. In the long run, there will be shrinkage, cracks, there will be reduced lifespans and everything. So that is why we need to know what is the silt content of the sand. Then affect finish quality. Silt can cause the finished concrete surface to be less durable and aesthetically inferior, often leading to surface flocking, flaking, and peeling. So, if the silt content is more when you're if you're using it into the cover plaster, it can peeling out from the surface. So again, it is the against the quality whatever we're planned for, we are not getting that one because the silt content is more into the sand. That is why we need to know what is the silt content of the sand. So whenever the sand is coming, we are of course we are doing the particle size distribution or the sieve analysis, but in the same time we need to perform the silt content. It is a very easy test and it can be done easily and onto the side, but we need to know that what is my silt content. So I hope it is clear that why we need to know silt content. So what do we cover? What is silt content and why it is important to know the silt content? Then what is the relevant IS code? The relevant IS code is IS 2386 part 2. That is method of test for aggregates of concrete. That's estimation of deleterious materials and organic impurities. And also IS 383. These two codes has to follow whenever we are dealing with the silt content of the concrete. Sorry, silt content of the sand. Now, how to determine the silt content as per IS code? It's a very, very, very simple method and anyone can do that one. So what is how we can do? First, take a representative samples of sand weighing approximately 100 grams. So first, what we need to do, we need to sample from the source. Whenever it is coming into the side, we need to take 100 grams of sand for the testings. Then how to test the make that 100 grams? You need to take a wavelength that should be calibrated, and in the wavelengths we need to measure the 100 gram of sand. Then place the sand in a graduated measuring cylinder and fill it with water up to the 50 ml mark. Now what we need to do, we need to take a cylinder or the measuring cylinder that also need to be calibrated, and we need to pour 50 ml of water. Then thoroughly shake the cylinder to wash the silt away from the sand particles. Allow it to settle for about 2 hours. After settling, measure the thickness of the silt layer that has settled on a top of a sand layer. See what is happening. Let me open that one, zoom it now. See, this is the, see, we need to pour the first, this is the measuring cylinder, and again first we need to pour the water and then sand, and then again it has to thoroughly mix and shake, and it has to kept aside for 2 hours. Maybe for the better result you will have to keep it 2 to 5 hours. So after that, what will happen, the sand particles and the silt particle will be separated. Why? The sand particle is the heavier particle and it will settle down in the bottom, and above the sand layer, these the silt particles that is the higher, not that's a lighter than the sand, it will come above the sand layer. So now what we need, after getting that one, we need to check that one. So first we need to know what is the volume of sand, and above the sand what is the volume of silt. That way it is V2 and that is V1 we need to measure. Easily we can measure because it's a measuring cylinder and the C 250 200 to 100 everything is there. So first we need to take the sample, then we need to pour the water, and then we need to pour the warm sand, and then we need to shake, and after shaking we need to keep it into the so for the settlement or the sedimentation, and after sedimentation heavier particle of sand it will settle down, and above that the sand particle, silt particle will be there. We need to measure the volume of the silt V1 and volume of the sand V2. Now we know that what is my volume of the silt and my volume of the sand. Now how need to represent that one, or how, what is the percentage? Then in suppose if the height of the silt layer is 1.5 centimeter and the height of the sand layer is 9 centimeter, then the silt content will be 1.5 by 9 into 100, that is 16.67 percentage. So whatever, whenever you are performing these tests, whatever you are getting, just volume of silt divided by volume of sand into 100, that's what is the percentage that is coming as the silt content of the sand. It is usually widely used, and it is a very easy test you can perform easily at the site. Please do that test before using the sand whenever it is coming at the site, because without knowing the silt content, if you are using the sand at the site, it is very much a detrimental effect on the concrete if the silt content percentage is more. Then what is the maximum silt content can be allowed? That is maximum 8%. So by volume, maximum 8% can be allowed the silt content of the sand, but keep in mind that it should be maximum 6% in order to get the right kind of material. If it is more than 8% and we are using without washing or without sieve, again there will be a detrimental effect on the quality. So these are the thing about the silt content of the sand. Then what we covered, that what is silt content, why it is important to know silt content, relevant IS code, how to determine silt content, and what is the acceptable limit of silt content. And I hope you find it useful. And if you find it useful, kindly subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get immediate notifications. And I'm waiting for your valuable comment, so that from your comment everybody will be benefited. And if you are want to know anything more about quality control and construction, please let me know. I will come with more content like this. Thank you once again for watching me.